But
men and women alike know that Nina Agdal is not. She is not wife material, and we know that the reason why she's not wife material. But if you reverse the genders, it would be then it would be Logan catching the heat. Oh, look at this old man preying on this poor young girl, just like Sam and Neon. Women are protected from male nature, or men are not protected from female nature. Women are protected from male nature.
I'd argue culturally, women are incentivized to exercise female nature in a predatory means. They tell women, don't settle for less.
Right.
Get the best guy that you can. Don't date a bum. You know what I mean? Men should be courting you, whatever. You deserve the best. Like, we actually incentivize and encourage women to exercise their hypergamy, but you do not see society telling men, hey, exercise your options. Hey, become successful so you don't have to deal with sluts. Hey, watch out for promiscuous women. Men are told accept women no matter how they behave. Women, however, are told take the best guy for you.
Yeah.
And our economy quite literally depends upon it.
Do you think that that's the bottom line then? Do you think it's the economy? It's the money. Follow the money.
I think a big part of the reason why we don't tell men the truth about female nature and that men need to date in a more preventative fashion is because there is financial incentive. I mean, if you look at advertisers, they target women. I mean, the biggest example of this, and I use this all the time, is the Gillette commercial from a couple of years ago. You have a male-dominated company. 80 to 90% of your clientele is male, yet you're going to go ahead and have the audacity to put a commercial out that shits on your target audience. The only way I can see a company doing something like that is because they're that confident that women are still going to buy the razors because women are 80% of the consumer base. So let me appeal to the females, even though my client base is male.
And Gillette is still around.
I mean, Pat said it on the show. There's no something called an ESG score where companies have to follow this format, and if they don't, they get kicked off the actual platform itself. So, I mean, on some level, they have to follow guidelines, which is going to be, hey, post this. If you don't post it, you're going to be off the radar.
Yeah, I mean, there's a podcast out there called like Kill All Men Podcast. No one bats an eye. Like you can absolutely like be a misandrist, which by the way, no one knows what the fucking what that term is.
Nor can they spell it.
Yeah, but on the other hand, we got women running around saying misogyny, and they don't even know what it means.
They can't even describe it.
Well, and this is the issue with feminists, isn't it? Because when I meet feminists, you know, and I know some here in Miami, and you say, so what is it now that you actually want? Because surely, not only is there now equality, but actually, as we all know, in many ways, women have more rights than men in today's society. So now, what are you pushing for now? Isn't the fight over? You know, unless you buy into the idea that, you know, they want this kind of supremacy.
Yeah, anytime. This is what I do to stonewall these stupid feminists. I say that. I say, name one right or privilege that men enjoy that women don't, besides the ability to have sex with multiple women without judgment.
Button.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
Literally crickets. Yeah, like nothing. And the thing is, I would argue women have more rights and privileges than men do because they're able to be independent and strong and operate like a man if they want. They want to chase a career. They want to have sex with impunity. Whatever. They can do whatever they want in that regard. But they also reserve the right to say, you know what? I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want a guy to take care of me. So they're able to burn the candle at both ends of the stick, yet they don't acknowledge that or want to admit it. And that's why I always say, privilege is visible to those that have it. Like women can get on OnlyFans and sexualize themselves and make money doing that too. So they have more options than ever before.
And then complain about objectification.
There you go.
Yes.
You know? That's it.
Yeah. Then men sexualize me. No, if men sexualize you, there's no way a man can sexualize you first unless you sexualize yourself.
That's right.
Personally, I mean,
that's 100% right.
I don't have a massive problem with that side of things. I think women can do what they want, but the problem is that men's behaviour is being pushed back, and men are being demonized, and we've seen that obviously 100%. The case with the Trevor Bauer case, and also Russell Brand as well. You know,
my God.
There's so many cases now where male behaviour. And listen, regardless of the allegations against Russell Brand, I don't know the truth about those specific things, but I watched the documentary, the BBC, was it whatever they did in the UK about him, right? And they were going back to some of his old jokes from acts, you know, like from his act back in like 10, 12 years ago, and they were playing this like creepy, sinister music in the background. So, oh my God, how terrible is this? And these were jokes. This was just him literally joking.
Yeah.
And now it's being presented as male behaviour. It's so toxic. It's so sinister. It's so manipulative. And it's like, well, not really. I mean, this guy was, you know, he's a professional comedian, right?
And back then, and I find it funny to believe that they're saying like these allegations are coming from like 10 years ago when he was like a fucking like top tier like A-list celebrity.
Of course.
He was everywhere. Yeah. Fucking he was dating he was married to Katy Perry, who was at the time was on her A game. Like, I find it very interesting that these women are saying, oh, he did this and that to me when he was at his peak. It's like, no, you probably wanted to smash him.
The thing that kind of the documentary, right? The thing that struck me was there's the actual allegations themselves. Okay, fair enough. They're going to get looked into, whatever. But also, the documentary was saying things like, oh, when he worked on this show and that show, he would get his team to go around and get the phone numbers of girls in the audience, or give out his phone number to girls in the audience. As if this is this terrible thing. And I'm like, well, that's just show business. That's just what people fucking do. And women are attracted.
Drake does that.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
A-list celebrity has you guys want to hear something about successful guys? Literally, or A-list celebs, they have a girl guy.
Yes,
yeah,
that goes
exactly.
out there.
And it's not as if these women are these unwilling participants, because they want to fuck him as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that that's being lumped in with the sort of let's say criminal allegations is disturbing, because it's the whole male behaviour is being proscribed.
Well, we called it earlier. Status and fame, women want. However, once they get that guy with the status and fame, if they don't get what they want, now they're mad. But he grates me.
Yeah.
But have you seen,
now she has the status.
Have you
and
seen
fame.
Have you seen the argument? I've seen the argument being used on Twitter and stuff about, say, I don't know, a celebrity like Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, and
Legend, bro.
yeah. Or any of these guys, and they'll say there's a power imbalance.
Yeah.
Again, because he's famous. He's famous. He's got money. He's older, and she's
Incredible.
a young woman. Therefore, there's this. He's manipulating her because there's a power imbalance. When the reality is, as we all know, women are attracted to that.
Yeah,
it's
that's what they want.
It's fucked up.
literally what they want.
Plus, there is a power imbalance. There's only a power imbalance at the top, and I say this all the time. Most women would not fuck most men. They don't understand that they don't see these non-player characters in their peripherals. They literally see themselves like in a video game or a movie. They think of themselves meeting Leonardo DiCaprio and a chance meeting at a grocery store, and the people that are walking by are the guy who changes their tires, the guy who flips the burgers. They never think of these men. So when they say dumb shit like there's a power imbalance, are you kidding me? Yeah. The average woman has more power on the sexual and dating marketplace than the average man. But again, because when women talk about dating and men, they're only talking about the men they want to fuck, which are the top 10%, which is why they think there's a power imbalance, because Leonardo DiCaprio actually just broke up with his girlfriend and got with another 25-year-old.
But nobody talks about the power imbalance of the 22-year-old girl who's posting on OnlyFans, or she's posting and she's getting a load of money from these Sims.
Well, the economy. That's because that's bad for the economy.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well said.
Look, every kiss begins with K. Like the economy is actually the economy relies on the simp.
You made a point earlier. David's Bridal shut down because they weren't getting enough.
Of course not.
Yeah, they've been closing stores down.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's bro. Like, marriage is a failed institution. It's a stupid institution. And here's the other thing too, because a lot of you guys, that lawyer debunked the argument because college women aren't necessarily going to divorce.
That lawyer was full of shit.
That's not the point. The point is mention and get married in the fucking first place.
Yes.
But a lot of you guys sit there and let her deflect the argument and bring it over to, well, actually, college women are less likely to divorce. Who gives a fuck? Don't get married. We're telling y'all, don't get married. It's not in your best interest as a man to get married. Even if you go ahead and get married with an educated woman that might have a lower propensity to divorce you, it doesn't matter, because the risk is not worth it.
Check this out.
Not even close.
Not only was that woman not a lawyer, she was absolutely full of shit. None of the statistics she cited came
deflection.
from. It's not even that. Literally making up statistics on the fly to win an argument. Nobody believes this bitch is a lawyer. There's a reason she didn't tell you where she went to law school. She didn't go to law school. I'll show you my bar card now, bitch. A bar card is not a Snickers wrapper. Seriously. That's how stupid these women think we are. I'm a lawyer. I have 2 degrees. I've got a rule. You guys need to implement these rules. All the girls around. Okay, who has an OnlyFans? Okay, OnlyFans. I don't want to hear shit about anything else that you do for a living if you have OnlyFans. Because they like to say, I'm a dentist, I'm a painter, I do skywriting, I'm an architect, and I do OnlyFans. Wait. And which do you spend the most time on? Well, I spend a lot of time with, no. Which to use? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Deep down that it's not respected.
Of
you made a
course
very
not.
good point. She might be let's say she was a lawyer. Now you do OnlyFans. Whatever you got to say is bullshit.
This is why we know she's not a lawyer. Because if you do what it takes to pass the bar exam,
Yeah.
there is no way on God's green earth you are going to jeopardize your reputation by selling your on OnlyFans for $3 a month. It's just not feasible. That's why when she said she was a lawyer, I'm like, okay, her tits are way too big to be a lawyer, and she doesn't really look like she can spell. Fuck out of here, man.
Okay. All right, we'll hit the chats again, man.